Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. We have a new cat for the channel, man. Grotty White teaming up with Danz on a track called Cluster. It features Dotz and another cat, man. Simiyun, I think that's how you say that. There's another guy I've yet to have on the channel. So I'm excited for this one, man. So let's jump right in. See what they got for us.
On closer inspection, we find that the spider is not an insect at all. He is an arachnid, something very different. For one thing, the spider has 8 legs in place of the insect's 6.
Yo, man, I always have time for Danz, man. This dude is one of those cats that he just has a style that you know that it's Danz, man. I've been listening to a lot of defenders of style lately too, and I'm such a big fan of this cat's work and the way that he puts that low pass on the instruments. Just has that way, man. That little bit of that horror, a little bit of that sci-fi, that wavy, distorted. Just, I'm here for it, man. I dig this shit.
For one thing, the spider has 8 legs in place of the insect's 6. He has 2 body sections instead of the insect's 3. And unlike the typical insect, he has no wings or antenna.
Grotty. I weren't invited, but I turned up late anyway, wearing the same cum-stained boxers I wore yesterday. 8 legs, eyes bulging, looking hella bait. My brain is bodged together with a metal plate and sellotape. We sniffers at the flake to celebrate. These slow roasted rodents are delicious. I'm already on my second plate. Grotty's back with a snotty sack, tell her mate she steals my favourite pills when I'm asleep, but the sex is great. The devil's busy right now, please leave a message. I sit and watch the tadpoles weave around my bed.
Hey, man. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Being a fan of UK hip-hop, especially for me, making my way on this journey 5 years, and I start tracks and I find cats like Grotty White. It's like Christmas every single time, man. I do a new cat on here. It's that opportunity for me to find something that just instantly makes me smile, bro. This cat sounds dope as hell. I love his flow on this, his style, just the accent that he's got. I'm not sure whereabouts he's from, but this the sound, man. I'm digging that. I'm gonna talk about Danz again, man. The production on this, just a little added shit that he puts in there, man. A little bit of that. This is something he just throws at you, man, and just adds that element. Reminds me a lot of Ill-Informed in that way. For me, it's just Ill-Informed likes to put these little things in, man. It's that little bit of extra spice, and that's what Danz does on this. That boxer, the boxers he wore yesterday bar. Hey, never thought it was going to come out of anyone's mouth, but hey, let's go.
Bulging, looking hella bait. My brain is bodged together with a metal plate and sellotape. We sniffers at the flake to celebrate. These slow roasted rodents are delicious. I'm already on my second plate. Grotty's back with a snotty sack, tell her mate she steals my favourite pills when I'm asleep, but the sex is great. The devil's busy right now, please leave a message. I sit and watch the tadpoles weave around my beverage. His pointy ears are seeping out a greenish gas. I keep a stash of acid tabs between my nads for when I'm feeling peckish. Uppers in our coppers, downers in the Pez dispenser. I'll be on a bender, boothing berries until next December. The skin's crispy and the human flesh is fresh and tender. We don't want your cash, you just gotta flash your breast to enter.
I'm off on my next adventure like a vexed avenger. I'll swing a hammer at your head like you're a sex offender. I'll have you leaking red magenta like...
Hey, Dotz, bro. I love this cat's flow. Done some stuff that he did with Philly, right? Enjoyed that shit, but the new stuff he's putting out, he just, the dude's got a mad flow, bro. What a bar too, just like a vexed avenger, then swinging that hammer at the head of a sex offender, I think he said. Like, I don't know. I love Dotz, bro. I don't do hardly enough of him on here. But even, like I was saying, I'm a Grotty, bro. I really enjoyed that verse, and he even turns it up here a little bit at the end and gives you just a little bit of a different sound to the end of this verse, bro. That really I really enjoyed. And again, Danz, this is like every 4 bars, he's just a little bit extra spice, a little bit extra spice, a little extra, like, dude.
My favourite pills when I'm asleep, but the sex is great. The devil's busy right now, please leave a message. I sit and watch the tadpoles weave around my beverage. His pointy ears are seeping out a greenish gas. I keep a stash of acid tabs between my nads for when I'm feeling peckish. Uppers in our cuppers, downers in the Pez dispenser. I'll be on a bender, boofing berries until next December. The skin's crispy and the human flesh is fresh and tender. We don't want your cash, you just gotta flash your breast to enter.
I'm off on my next adventure like a vexed avenger. I'll swing a hammer at your head like you're a sex offender. I'll have you leaking red magenta like a wet placenta. I get nicked, I'm Bruce Willis, suddenly I'll get dementia. I'm seeing clearer now, I'm clean again, my mind is lucid. I spent a lot of years on drugs and quite deluded. I was being unproductive, making shy excuses. I jack Danz for a beat and say that I produced it. I'm lying, but please believe me,
Yes.
your being was pleased to meet me.
Oh man, I like the I'll Jack Danz by itself, and then he brings in I'll Jack Danz for a beat and say that I produced it. Yo. Oh, what a bar. Oh, goddamn. Goddamn.
Seeing clearer now, I'm clean again, my mind is lucid. I spent a lot of years on drugs and quite deluded. I was being unproductive, making shy excuses. I jack Danz for a beat and say that I produced it. I'm lying, but please believe me, your being was pleased to meet me. I'm adding her up, then after we fuck, I'm telling her please delete me. I used to sell drugs to pay for my drugs, my tolerance screaming out feed me. Then I went to prison, man, it was a signal I'm getting my method on 3G. You ever mixed a rapper smack with phenobarbital all then snorted lines of pre-gab limits, ket until you gargle drool? I have. I've been dropping oxys, now my carpet's full. It's been like 15 months and I ain't even left my yard at all. Dots.
Now perhaps you're wondering how the spider avoids being caught in its own trap. Well, the reason is not hard to find. The web is actually made...
It's fucking gems, man. Just gems. So many people who are hip hop fans, man. And I'm generalizing, but I know the people who grew up with me in my generation. I just know 100% if they took the time and sit down and listen to, and I don't mean just listen to one UK hip hop track, man. I'm talking about take a week, take a month, take 2 weeks, whatever, man, and listen to only this. You'll never go back. You'll never go back. I have no desire, bro. Once in a while, like I'll have to listen to, you know, like if something like Method Man drops a track or Redman will drop a track, I got to listen to that. But I have no interest in going anywhere else, bro. I get everything I need from these cats. And if someone who grew up with the hip hop that I grew up with and gave this stuff a chance, it's just gems, man. Hey, I'm 5 years deep in this, bro, and I don't know when this track came out, but it's somewhat recent, obviously, because the Bruce Willis and Dementia bars is a pretty good example of that. But just gem after gem, bro. So much good music over here.
Phenobarbital then snorted lines of pre-gab limits, ket until you gargle drool. I've been dropping oxys, now my carpet's full. It's been like 15 months and I ain't even left my yard at all. Dots.
Now perhaps you're wondering how the spider avoids being caught in its own trap. Well, the reason is not hard to find. The web is actually made up of 2 kinds of silk. One kind is elastic and sticky. The other is inelastic and non-sticky. The spokes of the web, the framework, and the guy lines that support it are all of inelastic and non-sticky silk.
We're climbing up from the sector, spreading the pestilence. Never the second best, put the LS into excellence. Wait, my brain fading, I couldn't fathom a single word. Trying to travel back to examining where my sins occurred. But that's impossible, cause it's a mighty long list. Like you're on the session, it's your turn to head to Londis. Wrong kiss of death, and now the Reaper got me deep in love. Keeping tab on habits or the anarchism creeping up. Eating bugs, tell the fam that it's nutritional. A really nice guy for a fucked up individual. Still, a large percent of my history's inadmissible. Fading out on the pages, my presence is apparitional. I drove myself insane way before provisionals. In intervals, I'm either overseen or...
Nice little race bar, man. Drove myself insane long before the provisionals and intervals. Nice little like F1 type of shit there. This is Simiyun. Again, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. But this is another cat, bro, never heard of before. And digging him on this track, man. So far, all three of these cats, just big up for this, bro. Another one of those ones that slips through the cracks.
The fam that it's nutritional. A really nice guy for a fucked up individual. Still, a large percent of my history's inadmissible. Fading out on the pages, my presence is apparitional. I drove myself insane way before provisionals. In intervals, I'm either overseen or I'm invisible. But one thing I know for sure, the syndicate's invincible. And in this dirty school of hard knocks, we're still the principal.
Laying in the roses, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Never met the quarters, Bucky for the porters. When he switched the style up, they was ripping down the posters. Down with the lotus, petals in the sewer.
Hey man, we talked about that before, eh? Talked about that before. You got these cats. They try something different. I mean, an artist is an artist, bro, and sometimes they want to challenge themselves, man. This is the same reason why freaking Jordan quit basketball and went and tried to play baseball. You know, he's the world's best basketball player. Always was, always will be, and I'm not going to change my mind on that. But in his mind, he had proven everything he needed to prove in basketball. And then what do? You don't just, I can retire and go play golf. No, which he also is phenomenal at. No, he goes and he's going to try to make Major League Baseball. One of the hardest things in the world to do, man, is hit a fucking baseball. And the cat went and tried to do it. Same thing with any kind of artist, man. You paint with watercolor, you're going to try to paint with acrylic, or you're going to kind of draw, or you're going to try to become a sculptor or whatever. And it's the same thing with music, bro. They want to try something new, and often artists who have a following get ridiculed for that shit. There's a hardcore fans who will both love and hate what you do. And like you say, ripping down posters, man. I mean, I saw it with Ed, man. When Ed Scissor did his thing, he tried something completely different. And some of the comments I read on those, it wasn't the Ed Scissor that we were used to, man. But it was fucking brilliant, and it didn't deserve all the hateful comments that it was getting, man. Go back telling him like he's some kind of dancing monkey. We have the right to tell him what he should be and what he shouldn't be doing, man. But yeah, kind of a little bit on a rampage there, but you know what I'm saying.
Never met the quarters, Bucky for the porters. When he switched the style up, they was ripping down the posters. Down with the lotus, petals in the sewer. Henny on the rocks, kid, stepping with my viewer. Pass the packet to her, moving like he renting. Later on the mirror, doing lines like detention. Gotta pay attention, cost a pretty penny. Heavy on the C-facts, pop him on the telly. Got him on the celly, have a little chin wag. Not sure a lengy. Kenny.
Hang on a second, did he say C-facts? Is that what he said?
Got him on the celly, have a little attention, gotta pay attention. Cost a pretty penny. Heavy on the C-facts, pop him on the telly.
I don't know. I'm hearing C-facts. Maybe it's just because I know C-facts, and obviously I could be hearing that incorrectly, but because he even says get him on the basically get him on the phone, have a little conversation. I mean, it could be. I mean, for those that know C-facts, right? But I'm thinking I'm missing something on here.
Moving like he renting. Later on the mirror, doing lines like detention. Gotta pay attention, cost a pretty penny. Heavy on the C-facts, pop him on the telly. Got him on the celly, have a little chin wag. Not sure a lengy. Kenny's by the bin back, ready for an impact. Everybody bracing, Game on the blower, telecommunications, stepping in with Satan. You ain't even run the race, weighing up them options. They both fucking underweight, fuck with me.
What a mad beat, bro.
Like other spiders, she is equally well equipped for spinning silk. The roof of her house is a network of silken strands. No heavy door bars entrance to this silvery bungalow. She has but to touch the wall and she's in. The problem is to get in and out without dividing the house into a duplex, and stay out without drowning. This is accomplished in a most ingenious fashion.
Hey, man, that was a cool friggin' song. Really loved, really loved the beat, as you cats could tell. I said it a few times. But cool introduction to Grotty White and Simiyun, man. Like I said, I've always got time for Dotz. He's just got a mad flow, man. Some of his stuff that he's done since kind of came back, it's just been next level, man. It's some good shit. If you like just a mad flow, you gotta check that shit. But yeah, man, hopefully you dug the track, and if you did, make sure you go over, show them a little love, man. Like I always say, show them some love, because they do it for us as much as they do it for them, man. I love you guys each and every day. Hopefully you enjoyed the walk with me video, man, that I did. Something I'm going to be doing more of. I'm also going to be bringing a couple more different things to the channel. Couple of reasons why, I think. One is I just kind of want to expand a little bit in terms of bringing some more content to you guys, and hopefully that you find entertaining. And secondly, I'm hoping that I'll post something like maybe a reaction to a comedy skit or a trailer or something, and somebody will come check out some of the music, man, and we get some more fans listen to the best music in the world, because I truly believe it is. And so that's going to be my goal for 2025, man, is try to get more eyeballs on these artists. And the only reason why I do that is because you cats keep showing up and keep liking the videos and keep subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man. I think more than 50%. I think last time I checked, it's like 70% are unsubscribed. So you cats do that, man, the more eyeballs we'll get on the music. So I love you guys again. Until next time, stay safe. Be good to each other.